Hi everyone, Liam Bailey here from O'Brien Palmer. Today I'm going to talk about the number one tip that I have as a liquidator for any business owner. It's really simple, it's really obvious, and I can't underestimate how important it is to have proper financial accounts for your business. Everything that you need to do as a director of a company turns on having proper financial accounts. The accuracy and the completeness of the data that you have in those accounts undermines everything that you need to do outside of your daily operations. Firstly, understanding what are the legal obligations for you on your books and records. Section 286 of the Corporations Act says that you must have proper books and records that adequately explain the transactions of your business, that allow financial accounts to be prepared and audited, and you must hold on to them for a period of up to 7 years. Now that's the boring aspect of what is the standard for the records that you need to maintain. But why is it really important? Firstly, without even thinking about the issues of what happens in liquidation. As a business owner, you need to make sure that your business is working for you. What aspects of the business are working, what aspects of the business are not, where you're making money, where you're losing money. Having financial data available to you allows you to track how your business is operating and make sure that you're not working hard in your business and not making money. At the end of the day, if your business is not making money, what's the point? However, more than that, anything outside your daily operations where you need to speak to an accountant, a financial advisor, if you need to obtain finance, you need to deal with the tax office, anything at all that you need to get advice, you're going to need to have up-to-date, current and accurate financial data to ensure that the advice that you're obtaining is the best, the most correct advice, and that you can obtain it in a quick and timely manner. There's no point trying to defend against a claim that your business owes money if it's going to take you weeks to put together your financial accounts to mount a defense. Similarly, in matters recently where directors received director penalty notices, they had 21 days in which to put up a defense to the ATO or otherwise find themselves directly liable personally for the tax debts of the company. Because their accounts were in such a state of disarray, it wasn't possible for them to mount a defense, and the only way to avoid the liability crystallizing was to put the company into liquidation. Obviously not an outcome that would have been preferred. So those records being available at a timely manner is really, really critical. Modern businesses rely more than ever on the availability of external finances, from the ability to obtain a credit card or an overdraft or to borrow money for additional projects. Your financial institutions or borrowers are going to require some transparency around the financial position of the company, and just being able to demonstrate that you have proper accounts in place shows the business is viable and that you're a responsible business owner. Everything really does turn on the availability of that data and your ability to utilize it for the purpose that you need it in a timely manner. So, what can you do? Firstly, have a look at the systems that you've got in place to make sure that you are able to produce proper accounts on short notice. If you need help in making sure that your accounting systems are correct and adequate for your business, speak to your accountant. There's some fantastic solutions today for current accounting, depending on the size of your business, that allow you to maintain those accounts via your mobile phone. Often the services of a bookkeeper that comes in on a weekly basis to bring these things up to date is a really great expense in terms of protecting yourself, protecting your business. And if in doubt, as I said, do not be afraid to get the assistance that you require from your accountant. That's my number one tip. If you're finding yourself in trouble, you're going to resort back to those accounts. It's your insurance policy that you've done everything right that you need to do as a director of the company. It cannot be overstated how important this is. So guys, maintain your proper accounts and get the help that you need. That's my number one tip. Thanks for listening. Okay. I'm just... it was meant to be like a quick and dirty.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.